Now something I also went back upstairs because we didn't have to close for another 30 more minutes because they were still shutting some things down in place. So I got a chance to go upstairs and look at that front, the test we did on the front non-transparent surface. And I noticed a few things on the screen that I didn't like. One of them was that it was coming up a little too dark for me. So for some reason, well, actually, the way the technology is designed, light has to transfer to the screen. That's how it works. So it doesn't work on so well for front projection. Because I got a chance to look at it again. I was seeing some things on camera that didn't look right. And went back up there and did a check on to get mine. That was supposed to be a test. It's never guaranteed that that was going to work because, as I said before, this stuff is developed for front and rear, but it's developed for a transparent surface where light has to be able to pass through the screen. So we're not going to have it as a front projection, using for non-front projection applications, because again, I just didn't like the results of that. What else in here? So as long as light can transfer through it, it'll work. Now you can do several different screens. You can do acoustic screens. You can do micro mesh screens, so the screens that will allow light to pass right through. Porous fiberglass, plexiglass, all that good stuff. Let me see what's going on here. Write this in. Yeah. Just putting together this pen sprayer real quick. And both times I sprayed it, one time I sprayed it with the mask, twice I sprayed it without the mask. There's no odor. There is some, it's very, very low because I didn't pick up anything at all, period. You don't need all that anyway, just put that in there. That's pretty much it. That's the surface of my coat. And light can transfer through the surface right here. So definitely the specifications, I will put down transparent only. Because again, I just didn't like the results. It came up nice, but still, there's some things on it like, I'd rather have it through a transfer surface works better. When you can transfer through light, when light can transfer through the surface, it's much better. This will still allow you to project the map mapping applications and so forth. Be nice. I'm supposed to be over here anyway. You know that. Come on. Chop, chop, get out of here. Always when I'm doing something, I always got to be in here watching and waiting to see what's going on. Are we plugged in? We're not plugged in. No, we're not plugged in. Big towel. All right, let me get this on pause. Copyrighted music in here. Well, you're gonna like it. You're gonna be nosy. You're gonna be all in my business. Now you are. We have all this cable on the board. We don't have enough. Okay. 20 feet of cable. That's it. Wanted to do a piece of, that's our micro mesh sample that I had in the closet. I brought some stuff with me. All right, let me see. Which one did you glue on? You ain't glue on that here. Oh, this is it. So like I said, any other time, there's no odor to it. There's literally no freaking odor to it. We do advise you wear a mask. We do. We're going to always advise you wear a mask at any given time, but man, this stuff has no smell to it. That's allergies, people. Wake up with the allergies, go to sleep with the allergies, and there you go. We really didn't need all that. Everything we make is biodegradable, easy to clean. Can't work on harsh chemicals because they'll mess with you. So like I said, I went back, I'll show you on camera because we have to show you all this. And we show you why we don't support something, or why this won't work, or why that won't work. Because at first it seemed promising when I did the non-transparent surface. It looked promising. But there's something that I picked up. When I went back to look at the camera, I was like, wait, something's coming up. This doesn't look right. It's coming up way too dark on the corners. So we're showing a narrow cone effect. So, doesn't work well with a surface that's non-transfer. The surface has to be able so light can transfer through it. I'll show you in the video. You'll see the areas get dark on the corners. That's not what's happening. It's supposed to be clean all the way across. That means that bottom line is this is only good for a surface that's transferred. Which means, like I said, you can use it for acoustic, as long as light can transfer through it. Light does transfer through acoustic streams. So you can use acoustic, you can use basically micro mesh, you can use fiberglass and different forms of plastics, all that stuff. You can use it. Even speaker. Speaker mesh is mesh. You can sound travels through it, so is light. And we showed you basically how to build a small screen. I'm going to build a small screen to show you how to put one together. I'm going to put a how-to page on our website, like how to look for projectors, what to look for when you're buying projectors, menu projectors, and all that other good stuff, so you don't end up getting robbed at the end of the day, because you want to make sure that you're getting, oh shoot, did I mess this up? Right, you're getting exactly what you paid for. There's a whole lot of stuff you need to know about venues and other projectors if you're buying them on eBay, and what to look for. Somebody, I guess, sent me a message about how come you don't see, there's no 4K demonstration on our website. There are people we do business with that have 4K projectors. So we think everybody buys from us doesn't own a 4K projector. People have 4K projectors, we don't require them. Why would I use a 4K projector when we got 720p demonstrations that 4K projectors that I see on YouTube don't even do? Our screens are not trapped in the dark. We don't have problems with this and problems with that. We can do that 720p. Besides, I did my test a long time ago. Bought a PX747 4K projector by ViewSonic. Did it side by side with the 1080p and 720p. Couldn't tell one from the other. It's posted right on our website. When I saw that, after the money that I just spent on a 4K projector, and I'm sitting there with a projector that's 720p that cost me about 150 bucks, I sat there and said it right on camera. I'm never buying 4K ever again. And never did. The reason why you need a 4K projector with a gray and white screen because you can't pick up color or contrast. Someone's got to fix that mess at the end of the day. That's why you got to spend all that extra money. Our technology pulls amazing high white levels, looks beautiful in colors. We don't have to do that. We automatically have ambient light projection, and we can pick up depth and detail like there's no other. So we don't require all that. You got to spend all that money when you're dealing with white screens, gray screens. So we don't advise our customers to go out and spend all this money for something you're not going to need. It's like me sitting there with a black screen. I'm advising you to buy a projector with a really high contrast, but you wouldn't need it. It doesn't make any sense. Nope. Makes no sense at all. All right, so that was the spray-on application we did for that. Then we'll come back in. I saw some nice demonstrations that I want to check out. We'll do some demonstrations on it. I sat back and did that demonstration later on, but it had been driving me crazy. I never got a piece. I never got a chance to sit down and relax just thinking about what would happen. But that's why we don't use 4K. We done it to death. I'm not saying we done it to death, but we had a 4K projector. I've done every demonstration on that thing. It's called Dedicated Black. If you want to look it up, look up Dedicated Black 4K on the Crystal Edge technology screens. You'll find all the demonstrations under a 4K projector that we displayed, and versus 720p and 1080p we've been having on the website. Just no point in me going out and spending money for something because I can't tell one different from the other. The only difference I can tell is basically my wallet at the end of the day. I spent more money for a machine that I literally can do almost the exact same thing in my environment. For anyone who wants to sit there and say, but a 4K produces a better image, well, I'll tell you this right here. Show me a demonstration on YouTube of someone matching my 720p in my fully lit environment and get back with me. I want to see 100% contrast. I want to see it all. I've been on the field trip. I know what's out there on YouTube. I haven't seen anything match your stuff yet. As a matter of fact, I'll give you a good one. We got an Optima GT 5500 outside at 140 inches, match it. We got the 1100 lumen 720p outside, match it. Can't, because the projectors won't pick up. So again, 720p, 4K projectors, you have to have them on those white screen or a gray screen because again, there's no quality in the screens. Besides, anyway, for those of you who call yourself projector buffs at the end of the day, talking to you, how in the world are you going to my channel talking about how 4K and 1080p projectors are being shown on gray screens? You know they're not supposed to be on gray screens, right? They're supposed to be on dark screens. That's what 1080p and 4Ks are supposed to be displayed on, dark screens. And for anyone sitting there saying that, no, a high-end screen is gray, well, you explain that to Elite Screens and Diamond and DMP Supernova and all those other companies. Daylight, how their gray screens are cheap and their gunmetals are expensive. Because you get better performance on the darker screen. The whole purpose of the gunmetal is to produce a higher black level. You got a screen that produces 100% black, then it makes it better than the gunmetal. All right, I'm done here. We got micro mesh already coated. When that dries, I'll set it up. We'll do a demonstration on it because I saw some videos I definitely want to do and go from there. Gotta go. Thank you all and God bless.